Let's bring back our panel as we look to find some common ground. Chuck, Rocha, and Kari Lake, welcome back. All right. So this week saw the commencement of the book tour of one former Vice President Kamala Harris. Her book is called 107 Days. Let's take a look at a little bit of the media that she did this week.
Do you think that writing this book could have burned some bridges, though, that could help you politically?
No, and that's not my intention, and I hope not. You know, if you're talking about the chatter about who I talk about, we have nothing but stars as far as I'm concerned in the party, and I talk glowingly about who they are and what they are contributing. I'm a loyal person, and I didn't fully appreciate how much people wanted to know there was a difference between me and President Biden. I thought it was obvious.
Chuck, have you been enjoying the Vice President's book tour?
It's just like if I had a little bit of a wound and you had some salt and you were just kind of rubbing it in a little bit. Look, there's some facts out there. And the facts are, and I'm one of those truth tellers when it comes to Democrats, is that we underperformed in about 96% of all the counties across America than 4 years ago with Joe Biden. That means we didn't have a very good election. And we have another election and a chance to do something in a year and a half with the midterms, then again another presidential elections. I don't think looking back and rehashing the worst election we ever had, I think it's time to be looking at what the party needs to do to move forward. How do we combat Republicans? How do we take them on in a real narrative? How do we win back working class voters, for God's sakes? And I don't think this is how we do it.
Kari, what was your reaction to seeing Kamala Harris rehashing her?
Be easy, Kari. Be easy on me. Gosh,
oh, boy. How much time do we have? You know, I guess Kamala salad is back on the menu, and I couldn't be happier, to be honest. If this is the best the Democrats can roll out, we will permanently be a America First Republican country, which I think we're heading that way. The people are just tired of the policies. Frankly, frankly, she can't speak very well. That's kind of a given. She's awkward, strange, and all of that. But put all that aside. Just look at the policies, the wide open border, millions of people pouring in, terrible employment numbers, inflation that was sky high, wars. It was just one disaster after the next, the fentanyl crisis. And now President Trump's doing cleanup, and it's a huge job. And thankfully, we have someone incredibly competent sitting in the White House, not too far from where I am right now. So even if she was the most eloquent person in the world, I'm sorry, Chuck, the Democrat policies just do not work for the American people, and that is their problem. No matter who they roll out, Gavin Newsom, Kamala Harris, Buttigieg, any of these people, doesn't matter if your policies are anti-American and bring about terrible economic situation for the American people as well.
I've been running Democratic campaigns for 36 years. I grew up in a trailer house in East Texas to a single mother. And let me explain to Democrats why I joined the party. And pay attention to what the words I'm going to say, because they're going to sound familiar. I went to work at a tire factory when I was 19, and I joined the Democratic Party to fight trade deals, to keep jobs in America, to stop the rigged system that I thought folks that went to college and had a lot of money had over me. I was paying lots of taxes on my overtime, but I didn't see any jobs coming back to my community. And all of that is the reason I joined the Democratic Party. Think about that today in the way the Democrats talk. That does not sound like the party. We've got to get back to that, because at our core, that's who we are as a party, but we never talk about that part of the reason I joined the party.
But Chuck, that sounds a lot like Donald Trump.
That's the point I'm making.
Okay, great. Just
reach your hands out.
All right, go ahead, Kari.
Come here, Chuck. Reach your hands out.
God, you're going to get me in so much trouble.
We welcome you.
No, I'm just saying Democrats got to get back to that.
But why? Okay, Chuck, but why? I mean, if Donald Trump is literally saying the things that made you a Democrat all those years ago, why not join hands with Kari Lake and the MAGA movement and join the Republican Party today?
You know, when I went into this party and I started running campaigns, I go back to running Ann Richards' governor's race way back in the day. I'm just saying that I watch Democrats on Capitol Hill, in my opinion, fight for workers every single day, but we have stopped talking about it. And Donald Trump and Republicans do talk about it more than they ever have in my 36 years. That's why you've seen this steady erosion of working class folks over to the Republican Party. It doesn't mean that they're there forever. They're looking for results, and this is what they want to see. And Democrats, we can win these folks back.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.